How you doing? This is Dave Johnson with North Shore Eats, and I'm here with Danielle Martin at Pearl Seafood in Slidell, Louisiana. How you doing, Danielle?
Doing well. How are you today?
All right, so before we get started, mention below your favorite seafood for a chance to win a $25 gift card to Pearl's Seafood in Slidell, Louisiana. So first, before we get going, what do we have in front of us?
This is our boiled pearl. It's one of our favorite specials that we offer during crawfish season. It gives you a little bit of everything, a pound of crawfish, a pound of boiled shrimp, and 3 of our beautiful number 2 crabs. And you're going to try some crawfish here.
I can't sit in front of one without going there.
It's definitely a nice treat in case you can't decide which one you want to eat. Right now the price on it is $17. And we had the boiled pearl for 2 for Valentine's Day, and that went so well, we're going to continue with that for some time now.
So, Danielle has her own blend that she uses. And I'm telling you what, it is really, really good too.
Thank you.
So, okay, first, how long have you been open?
We have been in business for 2 years now.
Okay. When's your anniversary?
January was our birthday.
Okay.
So
and
we made 2.
Nice. All right, and your husband is
My
a
husband
crabber.
is a New Orleans fireman who happens to be a crabber. So we are supplied with the freshest, most beautiful crabs that he can catch.
Nice. And you guys do carry number 1 sometimes,
We do
right?
have number 1s, yes.
Number 1s. And you're also known as the soft shell crab.
The soft shell crab queen.
Right.
We
So-
love soft shell crabs around here.
So if you need soft shell crabs and everybody else might be out of them, it's because she has them all.
I bought them all.
So there's also an interesting story. Your grandparents had a
Right.
restaurant in
In New Orleans, right.
In New Orleans.
My grandparents owned Llama's St. Rock Market on the corner of St. Claude and St. Rock for 50 years. I was practically born in the St. Rock Market, and so when I married a fireman who crabs, it was just meant to be that we're here today.
Cool. Now, what's your favorite seafood?
I love shrimp. So any kind of shrimp, boiled shrimp, fried shrimp, shrimp just in butter, that's always good.
And your husband?
He loves shrimp too. Go
Right.
figure. None of us eat crabs. No, we eat crabs,
Right.
but shrimp more so than anything.
Remember, mention below your favorite seafood for a chance to win the $25 gift card to Pearl's Seafood Market. So, now what is your husband's, oh yeah, you already said shrimp.
Yep.
Your best seller?
So we have a couple best sellers. I would say as far as boiled seafood is concerned, my boiled pearl is always a hit. We also have Dungeness crabs and snow crabs that are cooked to order. So you don't ever see them on the bar, but we sell the heck out of them.
These are cooked perfect.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And then, so as far as po' boys, roast beef po' boys are always a hit, and our shrimp po' boys are always a hit. We have our $5.99 half shrimp po' boy on Tuesdays, and they fly out the door. And then
They slide right out.
they slide right out.
They do.
They better.
The seasoning is like really good. You get
Thank
a little
you.
bit of heat, but it's not overdone.
Thank you. That was my grandparents' recipe of seasoning that I recently doctored up a little bit and made it my own.
So, are you going to start selling the seasoning?
We are in the process of getting the bags together for the seasoning, and we are ready to sell our seasoning.
That's going to be cool.
And if you don't need it in a fancy bag, I will sell it to you right out my door now.
So I probably should have went over this part before we started doing this, but I know there's some big brands on the seasonings, and it's almost all salt.
Correct. Our seasoning is MSG and gluten-free.
Nice.
So I've had a lot of people say that after they eat a bunch of my seafood, they don't get swollen or puffy and all those things.
That's a really good point. Especially the older you get, the more that stuff affects you.
Exactly.
So,
you don't want the
that's
high blood pressure.
They're right. You don't need all that crap. Now, how many pounds of crawfish did you go through last week?
So last week we went through between 2,500 and 3,000 pounds. It was Valentine's Day, and they had a lot of lucky ladies who I know got crawfish for Valentine's Day.
That's a lot of crawfish.
It's a lot of crawfish. Yes.
What did you said there was a special you did for Valentine's. Was it this special?
So for Valentine's, it was the pearl, but we did a double pearl. So 2 pounds of crawfish, 2 pounds of shrimp, and 6 crabs.
Okay.
And we threw in some corn and potatoes on that, you know.
And then you do soft shell crabs regularly?
We do. We have one of our most popular specials is the soft shell crab BLT. So it's a soft shell crab.
Tell me about that.
Bacon, lettuce, tomato, our homemade remoulade on Texas toast. And you can get that on Wednesdays or really any day.
Do you have a special price on those?
It's $12.99.
I might get me one of those.
You got it.
Your menu, you have your boiled seafood.
Yes.
And then you also have some other stuff, right?
Yes. We have, so some of our most popular appetizers would be our debris fries. It's our sidewinder fry that is covered in our homemade debris gravy with cheddar cheese and ranch dressing.
That's a beef debris,
Yes.
just so you know.
Roast beef,
Yep.
garlic, all that good stuff in
That
it.
stuff, if you haven't had a debris fry, oh my God, it is delicious.
It's a meal in itself.
Yeah,
You
it
definitely
is
have to
so
share it.
Yep.
So po' boys, we are known obviously for our shrimp po' boys or for our roast beef po' boys. And you'd be surprised to know that we make amazing burgers here.
You know what I did last year? Because I like to cook. And I like to try new things. You know how you can do like a shrimp salad
Yes.
sandwich, right?
Mhm.
I tried to, someone's trying to call me, sorry. I tried to do that with crawfish like that, and it didn't quite work out.
Ooh,
So,
I don't know.
anyway. I'm trying to think if there's other questions. I can't think of any. So, is there anything particular that you might want anybody to know that they don't know?
Well, I want you to know that we have an all-you-can-eat shrimp on Wednesday nights. We have an all-you-can-eat crab on Saturday. So those are definitely 2 things that you want to take advantage of. Our all-you-can-eat crabs, it's these number 2 crabs here. It's not little skinny crabs. It's
Right.
the big guys. And just know that we're a family restaurant. We're family friendly. We want you to be comfortable. We want you to bring your kids. We want you to have fun here.
These crabs
and
are packed,
Enjoy your
too.
food. Yes, nice females right now.
They are
Females
packed.
Beautiful.
Man.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I dropped it.
She's
All right.
driving.
All right. Here, hold on a second. All right. So remember, mention below your favorite seafood for a chance to win. We'll be back here next week to do the live drawing. The crawfish, the seasonal crawfish is perfect. It's got a spice to it, but it's not like overly spicy,
Right.
but it's just enough.
We
And
want a
they
good
slide
flavor.
they slide right out of the tails perfectly. Thank you very much.
Thank
I know
you.
my hands are a little dirty.
It's
but-
awesome.
All right, thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.
And maybe next time we'll be able to meet her husband. I
We'll
don't
see.
know. He's out there crabbing right now, right?
He's crabbing
yeah,
right
he's crabbing,
now.
So,
Yep.
all right, everybody. This is where Slidell gets their seafood at Pearl Seafood Market.